Hi everybody. How's everybody doing up there? Mount Vernon Kid here, back again. Welcome back to the opinion spot. It's been a while since I did an opinion spot, but as always, I do take requests, and I do take requests. So you can feel free to send me requests for topics on the opinion spot, but as well as just I'm trying to come up with topics in this to talk about. In a sense, it's just doing top 10 or top 20 lists, but I always like to do those as well. So today I'm going to give you a dose of two segments, one after the other. Um, but as you can see, this topic is all about one of my favorite pulp era heroes. And I'm going to I talked about this on my Facebook. I mentioned it and told everybody that I would be doing this. Um, and I'm just gonna give my opinion on it. And as always, this is the opinion spot. Where my opinion, what's my tagline, guys? Your opinion matters, and I just want to get the feedback from everybody, especially who are fans of this great character. Uh, Basically, guys, Sony is talking about rebooting Zorro. Okay, um, rebooting him, but giving it more of a grittier origin, grittier feel, like Batman Begins and all those type. Now, I'm not. I'm okay with rebooting because with a character like Zorro, those characters has been in the limelight for so long, and there's been different actors that have come along and played the character. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Zorro. I've go back with Zorro a long time, guys. And I even enjoyed when Antonio Banderas played the character. I thought it was a good, fresh, cool, but also it kept the essence of what Zorro was. He's not supposed to be gritty and grim, and he's more of a finesse, and he outthinks his opponents and things like that. Now, hearing this news, guys, it really kind of bummed me out a little bit because I'm like, really? Why are you going gritty and grim with this character? And I've always said this about plenty of times. It's like not every character needs to go grim and gritty and have a gloom and doom feel. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a gamble. And that's how we felt about when they first with Arrow. It was like they went too dark, too grimy with Arrow. They followed the Batman Begins, and many of the producers said they did. But once again, it goes back to what I said a couple of years ago. Is like that's the gift and curse of, in the sense of the Nolan Batman, as well as just Batman in general. You know, and the fact is that Zorro came out before Batman, so it's kind of funny. But I don't feel that it's needed. I don't feel that a new Zorro movie is needed to go grim and gritty for the type of character that Zorro is. He's a character that, yes, dresses in black and rides his beautiful black horse, but when he out as once again, he's a great tactician. He outthinks his opponents. He writes the Z on his opponent's chest as almost in a sense of like, I'm better than you. It's not a point of just saying, I can kill you at any time. That's just how I looked at it for years. It's just he's just better than you. When it comes to you and the sword, he's better than you, and he leaves his mark. He's more of the people's hero, and I don't feel that having him be gritty and grim like what Sony wants to do with the character is necessary. And that's just a point of just looking at it from a character standpoint. Uh, but you got to remember also the time. Now, if now I also took some time to try to look at it from what Sony is looking at it from. You got to remember the era that Zorro was around, and during that time, it was kind of that grim kind of Wild West feel, but in in a lot of sense, the Wild West wasn't even as wild as people make it out to be. But and I also look at it from that point. But then I look at it from there. Then I'm like, okay, I can understand that. But then it's more the point of when I see that they're following in the footsteps of what Batman Begins and all that did. Then I'm just like, really, like that's not necessary. That's not really necessary to get this character over for a new audience. You know, that's just the way I look at it. But to me, I'll always have my Zorro was always that great fencer who is a little jokey, but can be serious, can be on the talker banter side, but is the people's hero and is always going to be there for the downtrodden. And when he defeats his enemy, writes that Z on your chest, and then rides back into the night until he's needed once again. I don't need him, especially not very grim and gritty, and especially if his origin, they want to go real grim and that he lost somebody, and it's just like they've done that before in the Antonio Banderas movie. They did it. They had it where when Antonio Banderas became the new Zorro, it was about getting the man who killed his brother, and he did. And that was as far as I wanted to see it get in terms of gritty. But from their standpoint, from what Sony's done, they want to get really gritty and dark. And Zorro's not needed to be dark. That's just my opinion. So what do you guys feel on this subject? Do you feel that Sony is in the wrong, or do you feel they're in the right? Do you feel that it's needed for this character, or do you feel it's like me, it's not really needed? But I want to hear your opinions on this subject, guys. As always, you guys take care, and I'm moving on to the next segment. So stay tuned as always, and this is Mom Running Kid coming to you from the opinion spot. So peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. See you guys next time.